he talks about how, and this is like in verse 30, 31, somewhere along there, where he says, a good tree is going to bring forth good fruit, a bad tree is going to bring forth bad fruit, but it'll all be recognized by its fruit. And this is where, you could look at the lives of the people around Jesus, and you could tell by their fruit where they were at in their relationship with God. Individuals that were saying, hey, this guy might be the son of David. We're moving closer toward God and getting to that place where they might accept him as a Messiah. They hadn't quite got there yet, but they're on their way. Those that were saying, he's casting out by the power of Beelzebub, we need to find out how we can kill him because he's healing on the Sabbath. Those people were so far away from God. Their father was the devil. Jesus actually points this out in John. Yes, in his gospel, he says, your father's the devil because you want to kill me. And they're like, who wants to kill you? You had a committee right here. Look at the notes from your meeting. Yeah. And their father was a devil. And he even goes on to say to these individuals in verse 34, I believe it is, you brood of vipers, how can you who are evil say anything good? For out of the overflow of your heart the mouth speaks. The good man brings forth good out of the good stored up in him, and the evil man brings forth evil stored up in him. But I tell you that a man will have to give an account on the day of judgment for every careless word that is spoken. For by your words you are acquitted, and by your words you are condemned. If you wonder about your relationship with God, you wonder where you're going, or you wonder about someone else, listen to how you're speaking. Listen to how they're speaking. If it's all negative, if it's all curses, if it's all evil things that are coming out of your mouth, there's a problem in your heart.
Yes, there is.
If you're encouraging, if you're speaking good things, and listen, this is something sometimes we need to learn in our own lives.
That's right.
Sometimes we look at ourselves, and say negative things about ourselves and evil things about ourselves, and we shouldn't do that. We should see us as God sees us. There's some individuals that could be used for God mightily, but they're so focused on themselves and say, oh, God, you can use me. I'm a sinner. I do this. I don't have these gifts. I don't have, don't talk like that.
That's right.
Say, God, you have all the power. You have the gifts. You have the resources. How can you want to use me, God? I know you'll provide.
Amen.
Let him do the work. Just be a willing vessel unto him. And, you know people in your lives that speak some really good, some really bad, and everybody have a little bit of both in their lives somewhere. And then there's a lot of neutral people. You talk about the weather, sports team, I don't know. It's just empty words that are just mostly talked about.
That's right.
But ways that we can see, the empty hearts do that. How you doing? I'm fine. Oh, it's sunny today. Oh, it's cold. Not that there's anything wrong with those words, but if that's all that a person is ever communicating is just chatter, just pleasantries, they may be empty.
If you leave your heart empty, Satan will fill it.